Salut les gens! The Fortuna update and the Orb Valleys have been available for a little time by now, and some of you may have noticed that in the Orb Valleys, your frame powers need a lot of range to be efficient. As a Nidus main, I had to do some adjustments to my frame and I came up with a Fortuna proof build. I thought you'd like to know it, and so here we go. Before you go crazy about the 3 Umbra mods I slapped on it, please stay assured I have another build that will cost less Forma and Ender. But for this build I wanted as much survivability as I could, just because at the time I did it, we didn't know what we would have to face in Orb Valleys. So about that range. I am using a max stretch and a 1 rank from the top Ogre Reach as I couldn't afford an overextend. When playing Nidus, you will want to have at least 180 power strengths in order to max out your third ability damage reduction for a total of 90% damage reduction. As you can see, this power strength cap is reached with the 3 Humble mods and the Nidus passive strength. Overextended and its 60% strength loss is prohibited on our build. Then we are using Prime Continuity. Some Nidus players wouldn't do that, but since our goal is to use all our abilities to their full potential, our duration will need to be as high as we can. In order to address the famous lava cast block, we are using the Augment Mod Lava Burst. This allows you to despawn the lava by simply pressing 2 again and recasting it immediately. Rage is our energy battery, due to Nidus' lack of shield and high health pool reinforced by Umbra Vitality. It will allow you to cast emergency lavas and spam those sweet virulences. Finally, I'm using the Aura Steel Charge to fit a Power Drift on the Exilus slot in order to add a bit more punch to my virulences damage and Ravenous Health regen. This is pure personal preference here. You could easily add more range with Cunning Drift or remove Steel Charge and the Exilus mod to fit in another aura. If you don't want to use Primed or Umbra mods, here's a cheaper build you can go for. Notice that this build will also cost you less Forma. Now that our build is completed, let's see some pro tips for Nidus. As we're using a high range build, our Virulence cast time is just a little bit longer. So what you want to do when casting Virulence is find an obstacle to cut the growth animation and allow the recast of the ability faster. Here you can see that on ideal scenarios we can spam those Virulences really fast. As our lava has more range, it will catch more targets. Each target caught will increase the damage of its Augment Burst. This can come in handy when fighting an Ancient Healer, as even if its buff prevents you from grouping enemies, your lava still links to them, allowing to deal damage to the Ancient Healer while bursting. And finally, while your third and fourth abilities are great survivability and control tools, keep in mind that they have no energy cost and can generate lots of stacks of passive when used with the 2 other abilities. The easiest combo for massive stack generation to this day remains the following. Cast Ravenous and then Lava. Then use a Parasitic Link on a controlled enemy, and finally smash your first ability like your life depends on it. As you can see, the results are just amazing. And that's it! I hope you liked the video, and if so that you'll want to subscribe to see more content in the future. I have been Poketchu, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'll be rich as Rockefeller.